Hello friends, today I am going to tell you a story about perception. This story happened a long time ago in an oil company. One day in this oil company an accident happened. One of its oil well caught fire and it started burning. The fire was huge and the heat was enormous. The company panicked and they immediately called a fire station. Within few minutes, the fire engines rushed in, but the heat was so enormous that they could not go even half the way to the oil well. They failed in their attempt. Later, they called the police station and then the military, but no one succeeded in going near the well to subdue the fire, to put out the fire. So there was no hope left. Oil well is burning like hell, so they don't know what to do. So they thought of giving their own fire and safety department a try. So the manager called in the fire and safety department and said, "Can you help?" So immediately all the people in the fire and safety department rushed in their old beaten van. They came to the office. The manager explained, so and so is the situation, the fire is so much and the heat is so much, no one was able to go even half the mark, so you do what you do and do your best. So these people nodded their head and okay, we will give it a try. And they all jumped in their old beaten van. They took all the equipments and they started moving towards the well. So all the people were watching. Nobody expected them even to cross half the way mark. But to their surprise, all of them did cross the mark and they stopped just before the oil well. They immediately jumped out of the van and put out all the equipments and started putting down the fire. And they succeeded in putting down the fire. Everyone was shocked. No one believed like what they just saw, because even the military and the police and the fire department could not do what these people have done in the few minutes. So the company was pleased, to say the least. So they have decided to give them a big check, a big amount of money as a token of appreciation. To show their appreciation, they called in a large meeting and they presented a check of $1 million to these people. They showered them with the words of appreciation and all were very happy. The audience just got up and said, "Hey mate, you had such a huge amount of money in your hand. What is the first thing that you are going to do with this kind of money?" He replied back, "The first thing that I am going to do is to take this stupid van to the garage and fix its goddamn brake." It turned out these guys have done what they have done, not because they want to, but the brake wouldn't just stop. So this is the story of perception. We all have made a mistake of judging a person by single visit or by single look, and it might have turned out to be a big disaster later on. To judge a person, to understand a person, to understand a situation, it always takes more than a minute. It takes more than a first meeting. So before winding up this section, I would like to pep it up with a little more spicy story. One day, a gypsy was sitting in a bus stop with just one shoe in his feet. A casual passenger just walked in and he just saw the gypsy with just one shoe. So he just casually asked the gypsy, "Hey son, have you lost a shoe?" The gypsy looked up and replied back, "No sir, I found one." The scene might be crystal clear to you, but that does not make it always right. So with that thought in the mind, I am winding up this section until I see you next week. Thank you.